Okay, so some bright spark in Congress has got into his head that we need more protection for our own good. Basically, someone wrote a congressman pointing out that the restrictions on civil liberties were getting a little bit out of hand, and making a point to the congressman that you're much more likely to die as a pedestrian walking down the street and getting hit by a car than you are to die in a terrorist-related incident in the United States. So the congressman, thought at first that wasn't true, but he looked into the statistics and found out that in fact more Americans die as pedestrians getting hit by cars every single year than die as a result of terrorist-related incidents every year. In fact, there's a large disparity between the two figures, to put it mildly. Anyway, seeing this outrageous, clear and present danger, the congressman has initiated a bill which looks set to pass. And basically, it's like this. Assuming this bill passes, of course, you're going to be required to wear a crash helmet now every time you leave your home. Every time you want to walk down the street, there will be an exemption if you're going directly from your domicile to your automobile. You won't have to wear your crash helmet between those 2 points. But anytime you get out of your automobile to walk down a sidewalk, and every time that you want to cross the street, you have to be wearing a crash helmet. Now, the Senate is hemming and hawing on this, assuming it goes through the House. Okay, the Senate thinks they might want to try and tack on an amendment to this and say, look, that's a little bit too much of an infringement on civil liberties. Maybe if we just make people wear the crash helmets only when they cross the street, because that's normally when pedestrians get hit, is when they're crossing the street. They don't normally get hit when they're walking down the sidewalk. So, perhaps it's a little bit of overkill there. Meanwhile, citizens' rights groups are complaining that it's going to mess up everybody's hairstyles, but the government spokesman just points out that, of course, your hairstyle is not as important as your life. Crash helmets, when we walk down the street, it's inevitable, it's coming, and it's for your own good.